Jill, thank you. A Social Security phone scam is going around, and Kohl's has an option for last-minute shoppers. Jane King has these stories and so much more. It's today's Business Report.
Kohl's is making it a little easier for last-minute shoppers. Starting today, Kohl's keeping its doors open around the clock for the final Christmas rush. Customers can enjoy marathon shopping hours from 7 a.m. today through 6 p.m. local time on Christmas Eve. Kohl's is also offering free in-store pickup on eligible items when customers shop on Kohls.com and the mobile app until 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Well, according to Crime Stoppers, scam callers claim there's been suspicious activity on your Social Security number, so watch out for this. The scam may even appear to be a valid number for Social Security on your caller ID. Now, posing as a Social Security worker, scammers will ask for personal information or a payment. If you do get one of those calls, hang up and call the Social Security Administration itself to check it out. Nike coming out with a new version of its self-lacing shoes. The new sneaks will be out next year. They cost $350. Now, that's pricey, but it's about half what Nike's original pair cost 2 years ago. The technology used in the new pair is cheaper and lighter, so the shoes are less expensive. And advertising regulators say Miller Coors can claim that Miller Lite has more taste than Bud Light and Michelob Ultra, but it recommends the brewers stop commercials that make it appear the conclusion is based on a survey of taste preference. At issue were vignettes that Miller Coors produced showing consumers drinking unnamed beers and saying which had more taste. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your business update.
All right, Jane, thanks so much. Let's take a look and see how stocks are faring. Dow Jones Industrial still tumbling, down 60 points right now to sit at 22,799. NASDAQ Composite also down 110 points to sit at 64.18. Many Americans won't finish their holiday shopping until Christmas Eve. The National Retail Federation reports 24% of Americans are planning to make their last purchases this weekend. 7% will still be shopping on Christmas Eve, and 4% say their final gifts won't be bought until after Christmas. For consumers who miss a Christmas deadline, 50% plan to take advantage of post-Christmas sales in stores, and 45% plan to do the same online. But what do consumers say they love most about shopping? Well, 35% say the family tradition, 22% say the holiday decorations, and 17% say finding that perfect gift. There is good and bad news for the housing market. Home affordability has dropped to a 10-year low, according to a new report by real estate firm Atom Data Solutions. U.S. home affordability is at its least affordable level since 2008. The report takes into account the percentage of income needed to purchase a median price home relative to historic averages. Industry experts say home prices are outpacing wages in some U.S. cities. However, counter to the national trend, home affordability improved from the previous quarter in more than half of all local markets. And 1 in 5 local markets saw annual wage growth outpace annual home appreciation. Well, if holiday eating makes your belly feel like a bowl full of jelly, the American Heart Association has some tips to hack the typical holiday recipes. First, sneak vegetables in wherever you can. Dietitians suggest keeping pureed vegetables in ice cube trays in the freezer. That way you can easily boost the nutrition content of sauces, soups, even casseroles. Also, choose canned fruits packed in juice or water, not syrup. And there are plenty of healthy substitutes to use when baking. The American Heart Association recommends replacing butter with unsweetened applesauce. You can use overly ripe bananas that no one wants to eat. They add moisture and sweetness to baked goods and smoothies. Also, when a recipe calls for white flour, use half white flour and half whole wheat flour. Chris?
Yeah, and some of those folks doing that baking